channel. My name is Nicole and this is Budget Like Nicole. I am 24 years old. In my channel, I like to do cash stuffings and just kind of track my journey to financial freedom. So currently, my current goal right now is to pay off the rest of the balance on my car loan by the end of December of 2023. And today we're going to be talking about what I am going to be doing once I am done paying that off and what I'm going to be doing with that money, as well as teaching you guys some things. So once I'm done paying my car off, I'm going to be stuffing my emergency fund. So today I'm going to show you guys how to create an emergency fund. So we're going to get started with that, and then I'll show you guys later my new binder for my sinking funds, as well as we're going to be setting up my bank binder for my emergency fund together. So I have this sheet here. Move this binder over here for a second. So I printed it out on accident on a bigger paper, but I printed it out in my binder. But I am very clumsy and messy when I'm writing, and I hate writing with pencils, even though I should just write with a pencil for this and then figure it out from there. It's fine. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys how to set up an emergency fund. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this specific tracker or like emergency fund. This is a tracker because this is how I'm going to be tracking it. But I can leave this down below if you guys want to use this as for your emergency fund. So first thing that I'm going to do is, let me actually make sure I'm in frame. I'm gonna bring this up a little higher. So I have my budget binder here. So what I'm going to first do, I wanna show you guys, I made it into like a smaller sheet as well. But what I'm gonna do is first, which I already wrote the things in, but I am gonna look at my bill tracker and I'm going to account for all of my bills. So rent, car note, car insurance, car note, Wi-Fi, Apple, and gym. Car notes, both of those car notes will be gone because, again, like I mentioned, this is gonna be my next goal once my car is paid off. So that $248 and that other $248 that I was paying every 2 weeks towards my car payment, plus I've been pretty much putting anywhere between $100 to $160 on top of that $248 every 2 weeks, so that I am able to pay the loan by the end of this year, which would be 2 years early on the loan. So I am going to write down all those bills, which I already did on here. And let me just close my binder for a second because we won't need that. So what I did here was write down all of my bills as well as other things. So I'm gonna go over it. And I also wrote them out here in order of least to most. So I'll explain to them out. I'm gonna go explain them the other way around. I'm gonna start at the bottom and work my way up. So rent, obviously, that is part of pretty much everyone's sinking funds, whether it's rent or mortgage payment. We want to make sure that that is covered in case of any emergency. Groceries, need food, no matter if it's an emergency or not. Car insurance. If you don't have a car, I would not put this in here, but I feel like if you do, you definitely need to account to being able to pay that car insurance even during a emergency, so that you can, you know, drive safely in case of any accidents, you're covered, anything like that. Mochi, I have a pet, so if you have a pet, obviously, even if it's an emergency or not, you still have to make sure that you're able to feed your pet, and during that time, there could also be an emergency with the pet. Household, you're still gonna need toilet paper and hand soap and stuff like that for the house during an emergency, which I think is something that a lot of people don't account for when it comes to emergency fund. Wi-Fi / Apple. Apple is just my Apple storage, which is only $1, so I didn't want to make it a category for it on its own. So it's going to be both of them combined. Next thing is toiletries. You're still going to need soap, you're still gonna need toothpaste, you're still gonna need deodorant, and all of those things, even during an emergency. So making sure that you also put money aside for that is important. You're still gonna need gas to drive around your car. Miscellaneous, which is something that I feel like I've never heard anyone talk about when creating an emergency fund. Just this is just basically creating a buffer in case any other expense it's higher, or there's like a random expense, especially like I can't think of something for like myself right now, but I feel like miscellaneous is important for a lot of things. It could be used, let's say you have kids and they need a new pair of shoes, but it's an emergency moment, but they need a new pair of shoes for school. You know, you have money set aside for any random expenses. That is the only thing, you know, random things that come up in life that are a necessity, even if it's during an emergency. Gym, just because that is my bill, but most people would say, you know, that you can kind of cut memberships and things like a gym membership during an emergency. But if I have the room and I can save for it, why not? And then my phone bill. My phone bill, it was not on the other list because I do pay my phone bill for for the whole year at a time. So what I'm going to do is, my goal, you would set your own goal. So you can either save, normally what is suggested is to have either 3 to 6 months of those expenses. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do 6 months. I wanna be 6 months ahead, essentially, or have that in an emergency fund. So my phone bill every month is $30. And then, give me 1 second. I have like a little cheat sheet over here that I'm looking at. So for the gym, I have the gym, and I also have like the monthly fee for the gym plus the yearly fee. So want to account for both, just in case during the time the emergency happens is the time that, you know, the yearly fee is drafted. You want to take into account for that. And if any of your other bills have anything like this, you want to add that to that as well to make sure that that is also covered. That is just in case, you know, you never know. So the gym membership is like $33 or $32 and change. I round everything up, so $33, and the yearly fee is $54. So I added that all together, and it's about $42 every month. For miscellaneous, I am going to do $60. For gas, I'm also gonna do $60 because that's normally what I spend every month. For toiletries, I'm gonna come back to toiletries and explain that in a second. So give me a second. Wi-Fi is $82 a month. Household, I don't remember how much I did, hold on. Mochi is getting $100, and I think household's the same thing. So $100 for household, $100 for mochi. Car insurance is $112. Rent is $8.50, and I believe I like rounded up a little bit for the groceries to be around $2.50. So let's do $2.50 here. And this is a really random amount. I don't remember why I did that like this. So we're just gonna go with the $73. I don't remember where my thought process was when I was doing all of this. So you wanna write down all of your bills, an average of how much you spend every single month. And I would, if you're doing like an average for like grocery, like for example, for me for groceries, it's just like an average. I would go on the higher side for everything, just that you have like extra money, the extra cushion, just in case. If you guys hear Mochi in the background or hear some random noise, she is over there licking peanut butter off of a lick mat, because otherwise she was crying because I was talking. Like, she is so calm whenever I'm not like doing anything, and then I start recording and I start talking, and she just wants my attention. So peanut butter is giving her attention at the moment. And then what you're gonna do is, if you wanna do 3 months, multiply by 3. If you want to do 6 months, you're gonna multiply all of this by that specific amount, which I'm just going to write times 6 on all of them. And that is it. So then for my phone, my goal is to save $180. For my gym, my goal is to save $252. For miscellaneous is $360, which seems like a lot, but you know, like I said, if you were to like need a new pair of shoes for work or something like that. Gas, $360. Toiletries is, I'm gonna round this up. I don't think this math is correctly, so don't judge me. I am looking at 2 amounts on here, and I was like, did I just round this up or what did I do? So we're just gonna go with 440 because I wrote this math out like on a piece of paper and it has 2 numbers next to it. So we're gonna go with the higher number. Wi-Fi is, where's Wi-Fi? Sorry, I'm looking at a paper. So for Wi-Fi and for Apple storage is $492. Household is $600. Mochi is also $600. And like I rounded it up to $100 for the dog. Her food is $50, and then the other $50 we do her like doggy pills. We buy them for 6 months at a time, so that's about, it's definitely not $50 a month towards it, but just so that you know you have that in case you needed to like get them or get any toys or like poop bags or random things for dogs. Car insurance is gonna be $672. Groceries is gonna be $1,500. And for rent, I don't even think I have enough room here to write this, is $5,100. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight these because I want to see what the amounts are. So goal is 180. I really do like these highlighters. They are the S Note highlighters by Sharpie, and I like them because, let me show you guys, with the tip of it you can write and it looks so cute. Anyways, as well as you can highlight. And I think they have, I got these a while ago, but I think they have a new one that has like a thinner tip at the end. So it's like a dual side. I haven't looked at it, but I definitely don't need any more Sharpies because I honestly barely use them. And I am like the type of person that loves stationary things, but never like sticks with anything. And not a good waste of my money. So the reason why I made it like this for the sheet where I wrote actual, I will show you guys in a second, because I'm going to be setting up the binder. And the way that I set up the binder, some of the, we'll see, I'll show you. Let me grab the binder and we can set it up together while I explain. I have such a hard time like trying to talk to you guys and like do what I'm doing. I don't know how you guys be making videos, having a full conversation, because I totally can't. Okay, so I don't know if I just showed that to you in the camera or not, because I can't see my phone at the moment because it's above my head and I'm sitting down. So I want to make sure that I am in frame first and foremost. So this is going to be my new binder for my emergency fund. I'm going to put the emergency fund paper a little bit to the side here. I don't know if you guys can still see it. I'm just making sure I'm still in frame. So this I got from AliExpress. If you follow me on Instagram, I share the binder. So this binder, I got it from AliExpress. I think it was like $20. And then this was like $15. There was like an offer or something going on. I don't remember how much it was. But I got 3 of them. So this is one of them. And I'll show you guys one of them later because the other one I'm not using yet. So this one, we're gonna open up and we're going to set this up. I like them because they're like so like simple, and also they came with like tiny cute little pens. So we're gonna be setting this up as my emergency fund, and I'm gonna move it to the side for a little bit so I can show you guys the challenges that I made for myself for each one of the categories that we just spoke about. And this is the reason why I put actual, because some of the categories, like the way that I made the spaces, you could end up saving more. So I know how much I actually ended up saving for each one of the categories. And I also want to track the days that I finish, because I want to see how long it's going to take me to fund a 6-month emergency fund for myself. So let me make sure again that you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I made these cute little trackers on Canva. This is the font that I used for pretty much everything. This is called Brittany, the font on Canva. And then I made everything a reasonable, like slower, more smaller number for myself, because I want to be able to, you know, stuff most of these. And then for my phone one is for 6 months, which once I finish it and I continue to all the categories, I'm gonna come back to it again so that I can do it again, so that I then have a full year worth of phone service, because I do pay my phone a year in advance. So this is the one that I made for phone. And then I also got these little envelopes, these clear envelopes. They're the same thing. If you have zippered envelopes, it's the exact same thing, it just doesn't have a zipper. And then I'm using them, I don't know what the correct way of using them is, but I'm using them this way because I don't like how this looks, so I'm just using it backwards. And then I have like a empty one because the pack came with an extra one that I don't have another category for. So I was thinking that I will get a challenge from someone and put the challenge in there for a random saving, but I'm not gonna be doing that yet right now. Again, I'm not going to start stuffing my emergency fund until I'm completely done with my card, because I want that completely gone first so that I can focus my money elsewhere. So the first one is for phone, and then I just printed this out on like regular cardstock. I did not laminate them because I want to color them in. So, I mean, not that you can't color them in if you laminate it. I just wanted to have them like as a one-time use type of thing. So I didn't want to completely just waste laminating sheets, because they're going to be used once and then pretty much done, except that phone one. But maybe then I can do a cute little different challenge. So gym, again, this is also made on Canva. So for these that are like individuals, I am going to be putting the amount for each one. So each one of these hearts is going to be $17. So the phone, each one was $10. I don't think I mentioned that before. And this is going to be $17. Guys, I'm so excited. Tomorrow is my birthday, and I have some fun plans with my fiance tomorrow. It feels really weird because like last year was like first birthday that I wasn't home or like around family or anything. And this is the second time around, but like last year it didn't feel weird because we had like recently just moved and I had seen my family, like I spent time with them. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the next category. So like as you see, some of them already have like the amounts and the way that I made them, and others I didn't like how the numbers looked like inside or like around it, so I decided to write it at the bottom like I did for the gym. So for miscellaneous, we're gonna be saving $20 at the time. And then let's see, let's put them in here. I made them a little small, which I kind of like, but also the envelope isn't fully full. And these like little pouchy things I also got from Alibaba. You can get these on Amazon for really inexpensive. I think it was like on Alibaba was like $3, but I just got it because I'm like already ordering stuff from here. I don't want to like order things from Amazon as well. So next category is gas, which these cute little gas tanks. It's super cute. I'm gonna put this in here, and then gas, we're also gonna be saving $20 at a time. I try to do like denominations that weren't like, or for the most part, I try to do it where it was smaller, like enough amounts that I can like stuff more than once, multiple times, and things like that. Or like multiple times, or oh my goodness, I can't talk, but like that I can fill multiple, like I could color in multiple things within one paycheck, if that makes sense. So for toiletries, we're also going to be saving about $20 every single time that we stuff this category specifically. And what I'm going to do is, I think I'm gonna like stuff like 2 or 3 categories at a time and then put it into a high yield savings account, or maybe just like the first one, like do like the first 2 together, create a high yield savings account because I don't currently have one, and then I also want to do like individual buckets on there. So I'm thinking of going with Ally. I'm still debating between Ally and SoFi. So just let me know which one do you use in the comments down below. Do you use SoFi or do you use Ally? I'm gonna put this out of the way because it's like my hand is too short, I can't reach. The next category that we are working with here is going to be Wi-Fi. And for Wi-Fi, we're also going to be writing in an amount on here. So Wi-Fi is gonna, each little house is for Wi-Fi as well as my Apple subscription. So this is going to be getting $25. Each little Wi-Fi home is gonna be 25. All right, why did not go in? All right, so 25, which is totally doable, and we can, I can't wait to be able to like stuff more than one. And next thing is going to be household, which we're also going to be writing in an amount. So for household, we are going to be doing $20. So I am trying to debate how I am going to be doing my like cash stuffing once I'm done paying with my car, because obviously I still want to put money towards sinking funds, as well as I would love to completely finish my emergency fund within 2024. So gotta figure that out. Next one is Mochi. For Mochi, we're also going to be writing in an amount, and Mochi is going to be getting, let's see, where is it? Mochi's $20 as well. Don't mind this little cut in my hand. That was Mochi with her little nails. She's such a crazy puppy. What month are we in? August, September, October, November. So in 3 months, Mochi will be a year old. So she's not even a year old yet, but she is just insane, crazy, energetic dog. And all she does is wants to jump on top of me and wants me to play with her, which I don't mind at all, but she keeps scratching me. Next thing is gonna be car insurance, which is going to be $23 for each little steering wheel. I couldn't find something else that I like to symbolize the car insurance, so we went with that little steering wheel. Next thing is groceries, which, you guys, I'm like so obsessed with that little like icon from Canva with the little bag. It's super cute. So for groceries is going to be, each little bag is going to be $35. And I have a question. If you guys were going to be doing something similar like this to save for your emergency fund, how would you do it? Like, would you do, like, let's say I have $300. Would you divide the $300 between all of the categories, or would you just do one category at a time? I think I want to do one category at a time, but I don't know. or maybe like I could do one category at a time, and then from like paychecks, and then any extra like random money, or I don't know, put it towards like different ones maybe. I don't know. How would you guys do it? And last but not least is going to be rent. And there's a lot of tiny homes. Well, they're not, that sounds funny. I mean tiny little houses in the pictures, not like actual tiny homes. Anyways, that's where my mind went. It's gonna be $95 for each house. Is $95, and that is all of the categories that I'm going to be saving for as part of my emergency fund that I am going to be stuffing. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I will be putting this down in the description. I do have a Google Drive with a bunch of like the sheets that I use and I've made it and I've used in the past, and I've made that you guys can download completely for free and use them. So if you're interested in this sheet, it will be down below. You can download it, use it on your iPad, or print it out, or you can also show you, hold on. You can also print it out smaller so you can have it in your budget binder. And I have a other question that I want to ask you guys. So right now, I currently have all of this saved for my 100 envelope challenge, and I feel like I'm splitting myself thin. Should I take this money and put it towards my sinking funds so that I have more money in my sinking funds for, you know, things that are coming up soon, like Christmas, and not have to take that money from my paychecks, which have been very minute in the past? That's a whole different topic, but take that money, put it towards sinking funds, so then I have more money towards my sinking funds and more money that I can put towards my debt, because I won't need to pull money towards my sinking funds that need to be stuffed. Like Christmas is coming soon. I need to be able to stuff it a little bit more because I don't have quite enough money in there yet. Doesn't need to be like a whole lot of money, but just a little bit more. What would you guys do? I'm kind of thinking about taking the money out and maybe starting over. So I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go along. And lastly, I wanted to show you guys my new sinking funds binder. So it's the exact same binder for my emergency fund. It's just in this like lovely army forest green. I absolutely love this color. Give me this. I love this color. It's like amazing. Move it down here so I can show you guys. So I'm gonna go through my sinking funds really quick. I actually like condensed them a little bit, so if you've seen my other videos before, there's less envelopes in here. Let me just put my pens over here. So I have holidays, which is right now just for Christmas. Self-care, I am using this little freebie that I got from Aerial Plans as my savings challenge for self-care, which is a total of $40, and $40 is actually like the perfect amount to get a pedicure. So I'm using that for that. Household, Costco, these are pretty much both self-explanatory. And then Mochi has some money in here as well as a placeholder. So that is also something else that I want to work on once I am completely done funding my emergency fund. I want to bring this Mochi vet fund that is $500 a little bit higher, because if we're being realistic, vet visits are a lot more expensive and can be more than that. One-time bill I use for my Mint Mobile, and then I started this other emergency fund. So I wanted to explain this really quick because this is completely different from my emergency fund. So croissant challenge from the lovely Aerial Plans. Girly, I officially have baked my first croissant, and I can't wait to have fully saved all 500. So I started with 15. What I decided was that I'm going to hold myself from stuffing anything else into my 100 envelope challenge, just because I need money right now to go towards Christmas and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do is all of my money is going to be used between emergency fund and my sinking funds for the rest of the year. So what this is different. So this is going to be, it's $500. Once this is completely stuffed, it's going into my checking account as a buffer. I want to have a $2,000 buffer in my account. I currently have $1,500. I need $500 more. So this is what this is going to be. Medical, and then cart maintenance, which there's no money in here. There is just a placeholder for $1,000. So the $1,500 buffer that is currently in my account is $1,000 of cart maintenance, and then $500 of mochi. And that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoy. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update of what is going on in my world of budgeting. I'm super excited for these goals. I am going to be completely transparent and not sit here and be like, oh my God, I feel like I've done so much, because I'm currently at a place where I feel like there is no progress being made. But I know that I will be able to see the progress once the year is over, once I am able to completely like pay down my car loan. And sometimes I like forget that small consistent progress is what will get you to that bigger goal that we are like I'm trying to get to. Because let's be honest, I've put a lot of money towards it. It just doesn't feel like I have, just because, you know, balance is going down, but like not completely gone. And it's just gonna take time. There's no way that I can make it gone by tomorrow unless I like won the lottery, because I don't have the exact amount in my bank account to pay that off. So there is that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.